Okay, hey there. Continuing, this would be intro number 3 to VCV Rack. So I realized before, on my system here, I kind of jumped ahead, and I'm using these fancy patch cord colors that are customized by me. Instead of the default patch cable colors. So I wanted to just maybe dive into a little bit of the settings file to show how you could change that. Because I find that kind of nice to have some control over that. Obviously, like coming from a visual background, seeing that the colors kind of make sense to me to get a sense of what each thing is doing, even though it's arbitrary. So I guess the way I'm controlling that as I patch is with this palette module, which comes from another maker called Count Modula, with all of these gorgeous modules. There's like a gazillion different modules they have, palette being one of them. And when you plop that in, kind of right click and I think I make it global. So now as I hit like 1, 2, 3, right, it's kind of going through the different colors. But how are these colors actually filling this palette thing? That is determined by something else. It's determined by a settings.json file, which lives in the Rack2 documents folder. So if you see kind of here in your users directory, we go into documents, and then you'll find, once you install Rack, you'll find a folder called Rack2. So here is where all of your plugins live. So if I click this, here's all the different developers. I've downloaded their library of modules. So Fundamental probably is like the only one that you should see to start with. But also in this Rack2 folder, we see settings.json. So if we click that, this is a JSON file that has all of the different settings for our application. The one we care about right now is down here, this little thing called cable colors. And so here we see hexadecimal color values, which you can type in any ones that you wish. So actually what I need to do, I need to close Rack first before I want to change this. And let's just ignore that for now. And okay, so I could just, if you know hexadecimal color values off the top of your head, then good for you. Or we can go maybe open up something like Photoshop, and right, so maybe I'll just delete these. So it's all going to be in quotes, comma separated. Okay, so let's delete that. And maybe I'm feeling kind of icy. I'm like, I'm just gonna do all my cables are this color and just keep it simple. That's it. So D8E5F0. So was it D8E5F0? Okay, save it. And I'll just kind of hide Photoshop for a second. Now, next time I open up Rack, it will consult that. Oh, that's like totally black. Why is that totally black? Okay. I forgot the hashtag. Haha. So it just became black. But I went back, put in the hashtag, and now we can see whatever. Now I've got all my cables are going to be just that color. You will notice I had patched this one black one when it was messed up before, so it still remains black. So this just kind of six any additional cords are going to be that color. I could do new cable. I guess with this, right, I have to do a new cable that color. Also under view here, this is where we kind of see cable opacity. So I keep it at 0, and it only shows up when you mouse over it. If you go right like that, you see it all the time. Cable tension makes them droopy or super tight. And then I showed also room brightness, make it down. Light bloom kind of makes all the kind of blurry things. So it's more of a nighttime psychedelic thing if you're into that. Let's keep it like right about there. Okay, cool. So, okay, so that's customizing the cables. Even if you don't want to get the count modula thing here, right? If you just had that, if we had, you could fill this, and I don't know. Now I'm just gonna come up with some things off the top of my head here. FF 00, and then let's say CC99FF. Okay, cool. Save it. Actually, you know what? Do that. Save it. It doesn't go into effect until you close it and open again. Okay, so even if I don't have palette, what you might have noticed is, here we go. Wow, this is like pastel colors here, beautiful. So it'll just cycle through the colors of the cables, or I could do like a right click here, and I could select the color of the cable by doing that. Here, click, drag, so on and so forth. So that extra palette module from Count Modula, it just makes, like, for me, I like it because I can just hit a number on the keyboard, so I know exactly, like, jump straight to blue or green or whatever I need. So extra points go to you if you have like a Easter. I guess Easter is the next big holiday. Make all of your patch chords Easter themed and make a kind of bunny rabbit tune with that. Okay, great.